Orion is the most recognizable constellation in the sky, hiding a colossal cosmic maternity ward of new stars. Its red supergiant Betelgeuse is on the verge of an explosion that will soon illuminate even Earth's daytime sky. Ancient myths say that this great, invincible hunter perished from the sting of a giant scorpion. And now they are doomed to an eternal chase. When the scorpion rises, Orion hides behind the horizon in fear.
All right, let's turn our gaze to a familiar friend in the night sky, a celestial giant that has captivated humanity for, well, millennia. Orion. But here's the thing, this is so much more than just a pattern of stars. It's a cosmic titan, it's a stellar nursery, and it's a window into the very fabric of our universe. So let's journey together right into the heart of this magnificent constellation. You know, to the naked eye, it's just a simple hunter, right? A reassuring guidepost in the winter sky. But that familiar shape? It's an illusion. It's this magnificent facade. And behind it, a realm of unimaginable violence and creation. We're talking about the fiery birth of new suns in its nebulous heart, all the way to the dramatic death of a supergiant. Orion is a living, breathing testament to this cosmic dance of creation and destruction. And that really is the core truth of Orion. It's not some static celestial monument. No way. It is dynamically, furiously alive. I mean, just imagine. Right now, as we speak, gravitational forces are crushing these vast clouds of hydrogen. They're igniting the cores of new stars, and maybe, just maybe, new worlds are being born in that swirling dust. It's a testament to the universe's unending creativity. Okay, so to really get a handle on Orion, we first need to map its celestial coordinates. Let's chart its place in the grand cosmic tapestry and just appreciate the sheer scale of what we're looking at in our sky. So that brilliance you see up there, it is absolutely not an illusion. Orion commands a huge portion of our sky, 594.1 square degrees to be exact. That makes it the 26th largest constellation. But its fame, well, that comes from its density of really bright stars. It has 2 stars of the first magnitude or brighter. And remember, in astronomy, the lower the number, the brighter the star. That's what makes it such a celestial beacon, one that has guided travelers for centuries. And because it sits right on the celestial equator, it's a truly global citizen. You can see it from almost anywhere on Earth. As you can see on this chart, for those of us in the northern hemisphere, it just dominates the winter sky. And for millennia, its belt has served as a kind of celestial compass. Look, if you draw a straight line through these 3 stars, it points you unerringly southeast to Sirius, the brightest star in our sky, and then northwest to Aldebaran, the fiery eye of Taurus the Bull. But here's a cool thing about perspective. If you view Orion from the southern hemisphere, the hunter is completely upside down. And his belt and sword, which so clearly look like a weapon to us in the north, become something, well, something totally different. They call it the saucepan. It's a great example of how our understanding of the cosmos is really shaped by our own cultural lens. It's a reminder that the stories we tell about the stars are as diverse as humanity itself. All right, now let's get to the main event. Let's meet the Titans of Orion, the celestial giants that give this constellation its legendary status. And these are not just points of light. They are stars of incredible power and personality, and each one tells a different chapter in the story of stellar life and death. So let's start with the mighty Betelgeuse, the hunter's right shoulder. Now try to picture this, a star so vast, so colossal, that if you put it where our sun is, its fiery surface would swallow Mercury, Venus, Earth, and Mars. Its thin outer atmosphere would be licking at the orbit of Jupiter. We're talking about a dying star, a fiery furnace on a scale that is almost impossible to wrap your head around. And just recently, this aging giant gave astronomers a real scare. It dimmed dramatically, and everyone started talking about its imminent explosion. But, as this artist impression helped show, Betelgeuse wasn't starting to collapse. It had, in effect, sneezed. It blew out a massive cloud of its own material into space, a cosmic dust ball that just temporarily blocked its light from our view. A spectacle that had astronomers on the edge of their seats, for sure. Now, let's look across the constellation to the hunter's left foot. Here we find its counterpart, Rigel. And if Betelgeuse is a dying king, all swollen and red in his old age, then Rigel is a young, vibrant warrior. It's a brilliant blue-white supergiant, burning with this ferocious intensity and radiating light so powerful, it actually outshines its closer neighbor, Betelgeuse, from over 860 light-years away. Okay, this is where it gets really interesting, when you put them side by side. Just look at the data. Rigel is twice as hot as Betelgeuse and shines with the light of 120,000 suns. This stark contrast is like a living textbook of stellar evolution. It shows us two different paths that massive stars can take, both ending in a spectacular, explosive finale. It's a powerful reminder that in the cosmos, even the most powerful things have a finite lifespan. But Orion is so much more than just its bright stars. These stellar titans are actually embedded within a far larger structure, a vast, dark, and cold molecular cloud. This is a stellar nursery where the next generation of suns is quietly being born. All right, let's look closely now at the hunter's sword, hanging from his belt. To our eyes, it looks like three faint stars in a row. But I'm going to let you in on a secret. That object in the middle, that fuzzy little point of light, that is not a star. It's something far, far more spectacular. A cosmic jewel that's been hiding in plain sight. What you're looking at is the Great Orion Nebula, also known as Messier 42. It's this breathtaking canvas of glowing gas and interstellar dust, and it spans 24 light-years across. It's a cosmic cauldron where, deep inside, a cluster of brilliant infant stars, we call them the trapezium, are just blasting their surroundings with radiation. And that radiation is what causes the entire cavern to glow in those stunning pinks and purples we see in telescope images. Now, in stark contrast to the brilliant Orion Nebula, we find one of astronomy's most iconic shapes, the horsehead. Now, this isn't a hole in space. What you're seeing is a dark, ghostly silhouette, a frigid cloud of dense dust standing out against a backdrop of glowing hydrogen gas. It's like a cosmic sculpture, being slowly carved and eroded away by the stellar winds from those newborn stars. So for all of its incredible astrophysical wonder, Orion is more than just a scientific marvel, right? Its distinct, powerful shape has burned itself into our collective consciousness. It's a cultural icon, a celestial storyteller that has inspired humanity for millennia. And this shared vision crosses all kinds of cultures and epochs. I mean, think about it. For the ancient Mesopotamians, it was the true shepherd of the heavens, a guide for their flocks. For the ancient Egyptians, it was the celestial embodiment of the god Osiris, a powerful symbol of rebirth and the afterlife. Orion has always been a symbol of guidance, divinity, and order in what can feel like a chaotic world. But perhaps its most famous story is the Greek myth of Orion, a timeless tale of pride and cosmic justice. The great hunter, in his arrogance, boasted that he could destroy any beast on Earth. Well, the Earth goddess Gaia wasn't too happy about that, and she sent a giant scorpion to humble him. After a great battle, the scorpion delivered a fatal sting. Zeus, to honor them both, cast them into the heavens, but he set them on opposite sides of the sky. So now, the celestial drama plays out every single year, as Orion flees below the horizon just as his nemesis, Scorpius, begins to rise. So what does this all mean? What is the ultimate takeaway from Orion? Well, you can think of it as a cosmic diorama. It is a miniature universe, all contained in one patch of sky, that shows us the past, present, and future of the cosmos all at once. And that's the crucial point. When we look at Orion, we are literally looking through time. We see the ghosts of the past in starlight that has traveled for 1,000 years just to reach our eyes. We see the fires of the present in the glowing heart of the nebula, where stars are being forged as we speak. And in the pulsating, unstable form of Betelgeuse, we see the seeds of a violent, spectacular future. And this brings us to one last really humbling thought. Someday, it could be tomorrow, it could be 100,000 years from now, Betelgeuse will explode. Its light will rival the full moon. It will be visible in broad daylight. It's a spectacle that will completely rewrite our night sky. But then, it will fade, and the hunter will be missing his shoulder. And this is just a profound reminder that the universe is a place of constant change, a cosmic dance of creation and destruction that's going to continue long after we are gone. So you have to wonder, what new stories will our descendants tell when they look up at a sky that has been changed forever?
Thank you, friends. Strive for understanding and become wiser. See you soon.